So I want to say a big thank you for everyone who has been giving me such a wonderful welcome back to this space on YouTube, and a special welcome to all of those who are new. I want to especially welcome you to my wig journey, and wanted to talk to you today a little bit about what I've been kind of thinking about, and in reading through comments and talking to a couple friends of mine about wig wearing. I'm looking at some other styles here too. I looked back on the video I made, and the lighting is so bad. I do it in this window over here, and it's so hazy because California's on fire, and so I'm right in the central of the whole state. I'm right in the center, so we get the North Bay fires and the fires from Southern California, and then we've got our own fires right here, and it just settles in this bowl, and so it's very cloudy most days. It's like having fog all the time, and the air quality has not been that good, so it's not been great for what I do, how I do it on YouTube, with opening them up and putting them on right out of the box. And so I just kind of wanted to talk a little bit about some of the things I've been thinking of. Pete finished his dinner, and just kind of share with you things that have been on my mind a little bit about why to pull the trigger on wearing a wig. I get asked quite frequently, and always have since I started this in 2016. I want to say it was before that, 14, 15, maybe 16, 17. Wow, you have a lot of wigs. How many wigs do you have? It's so cringy to me. It's almost like being asked, how old are you? So I've always been really upfront and transparent about how old I am. And with the fires and the air quality, I'm really drying out. And for some reason, in the last 6 months, I look back on other wig videos that I've done, I can see changes in my complexion and the dryness in my skin, and more like wrinkles, and my nose is changing. I'm getting my grandpa's nose for sure. And it's getting a dimple in it, and my tooth is falling, and I'm aging. I'm just straight up aging. And when someone says, how much do you weigh? How old are you? It's like the same with how many wigs do you have? And I don't know why it's such a personal question for me. I don't have a problem saying how old I am. I'm 53 and a half. And I've gained 50 plus pandemic pounds that I'm not happy about, and my feet have been bothering me. I've had to go in to CVS and buy soles to put into my shoes because my feet hurt from the extra weight. And now I'm back in the gym, but it's not just melting off by any means. But how many wigs do you have? Well, I look at wigs as a life necessity. It doesn't look like it today, but this could go overnight, because trichotillomania will have me doing it in my sleep, unaware, unconscious, being awake and conscious, being in a trance. It isn't something that I can turn off and turn on, but fortunately my life has become very manageable now, and it's been able to come in and grow, but it's wiry and fuzzy and crazy. But you've seen me put on a wig and just my life come right back on my face with youthful. It's a fountain of youth. Wigs are a fountain of youth right off the bat. They're salon fresh coloring. They're perfectly styled. They just need a little maneuvering and manipulation. And when you look at the cost of a wig, any of these styles, from the wig company, from Paula Young. They're like $49, $59, a free shipping, 30% off, brings it all way, way down. And I look at that as being so cost effective for me. Because when you think about going to a salon, think about when we went, think about when we used to go. We can't even really go now, but if you go, you have to spend hours of time in that chair. If you're an introvert, it's no fun because you have to make conversation with your beautician. But the cost of the cut, the color, the shampoo, and the blowout far exceed these prices. They just do. So even if you feel like I make a mistake in buying something, it's $50. You can wear it for a few weeks. If it's not right, it's not right. We spend $50, $100 for a lot less. It's true. If you've got kids, if you've got grandkids, how much are those shoes that they want? How much is that game that they want? How much is that dinner out that they want to go to? It's the cost of a wig. And to try it out and see if it works, I think it's something that we have to do for ourselves. It's cost of living. Buying a wig is cost of living. We spend far more on far less, in my opinion. Now, it's hard to tell because I have hair now, but I still have a lot of spots and bald spots, and because I've managed to live with a mental disorder I cannot get rid of. There is no cure for. It's just managing. See, you can hear everybody around me that's coming home. It's getting late. It's 'cause they're coming home from work. But this is the best lighting I could get. I didn't want to do another video in there because it's dark. So I'm going to try to figure out. I got a couple more wigs to show that I want to choose from for the holidays, but you're choosing for the holidays too. And what are you looking at? I just feel like it's cost effective. It's cost of living. Come here, sweetie. Look who's here. Look, see. Oh, look at Pete. Yeah, he said he had his dinner. Yeah, you're coming here. Oh. So, I wrote them some things down because I just wanted to remember to say, if you spend $50, $60, $70, $80, $90 on a style, and you're like, God, this just isn't me. This isn't me. It's, if you don't cut the tags off, if you leave the tags on, you can pretty reasonably return a wig. I've never done it. I don't think I've ever done it because I just figure it's my loss. You know, it was part of my wig journey. It was part of the journey. I know one of the most important things in my wig journey has been a wig grip. Just a velour Velcro wig grip that goes around the perimeter of your head. You put it on so that it's rough going back and it's smooth going front so that wig doesn't slide back. This and a water bottle, a spray bottle of water that you can take and reuse. You can reuse an old water bottle that you may have from some anything that you've, Windex. If you washed out really good and you fill it with water, it doesn't have to cost that much on the styling end. And another thing that's hard to get used to when you're new, because again, I feel like a newbie again. I feel like my reintroduction back into wigs is brand new because I haven't been wearing them for 7-8 months, and I feel like it's a lot of hair and it's a lot of color. I'm not used to having a lot of color. I have all this gray hair now and it's wiry and fuzzy, and I've just been sitting in the house walking him around the dog park or the apartment complex, and not seeing anyone, not putting on makeup, not getting dressed. And so I haven't worn any wigs. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. So it is inexpensive to get started. These are like 99 cents on eBay or the Amazon, just very inexpensive. The wig companies and all these guys, they sell them too. This has for me been the biggest thing that gets that wig on so tight that I can take things on and off my head and the wig's not going to move. Those are the two most important things. And having the bendable stays pinned around the head. That's all you need. But it is going to be hard to get used to wearing a wig with all that color and a style when you haven't had it, when you're dealing with this or less than this or fuzz. It's going to be hard. And it's good to find a style that you remember from being in your past. Or, you know, I went down the rabbit hole of wearing wigs that were Barbie blondes, you know, Barbie and the blondes, and being at events and people taking pictures and going back to those pictures, and it looked wiggy from the back even. A stark black root looked like a helmet on my head, like all I could see was my face and this helmet on my head. So it just takes time to walk around in it, to get some environment in it if it's one that you're going to keep. Not to do too much. Don't go crazy with the dry shampoo to tame down the shine. Fresh salon hair is shiny and new. And that's something to keep in mind when you're putting on a brand new wig. It's shiny and new. If it's anything less than a blonde wig, you'll probably not notice it, but maybe a gray or a salt and pepper color or a very blonde wig is going to look very shiny to you. But in the long run, if you resist the temptation to put product in it right off the bat and let environment just do its thing with it, it's going to save you a lot of wear and tear on the fibers overall in the long run. I'm probably rambling too much, and that face tells me it's time for a walk at the dog park. You want to go to the dog park? Yeah, that's what I thought. So I have several more wigs that I chose and ordered to review, to kind of choose for Thanksgiving. A lot of sales going on all over the place. 30% off of already reasonably discounted prices and free shipping. I mean, this is the time to be a wig wearer. If you haven't bought one yet and are on the fence, concerns, you spend a lot more on other things than this. And I just want to say that it's for you and only you. And you buy yourself shoes, you buy yourself toiletries, you buy yourself clothing, you buy yourself all kinds of things. What's any different than this? It is not a hang-up. It is not a crutch. It is not a handicap to need to wear a wig or want to wear a wig. There are girls in their 20s and 30s with mousy, fine, limpy hair and wearing clip-ins and extensions is uncomfortable, and everyone is wearing wigs. Beauty YouTubers are wearing wigs. The Kardashians are wearing wigs. The gals on TV are wearing wigs. I even saw one of the wig company's wigs on in a movie on a TV star. Don't think that they're not wearing them too. It's impossible. Anyway, long story short, buy the wig. Pull the trigger. It doesn't take much, and it's pennies on the dollar for your sanity, your mental health, and your quality of life. Talk soon.